Hello fellow treasure hunters, it's Heidi with the Weathered Fence Post. Welcome to our channel. If you haven't been here before, my husband Steve and I are resellers in the Raleigh, Garner, North Carolina area. We have two booths, one at Antiques at Gresham Lake in North Raleigh and one at Collected Treasures in Garner. If you're ever in North Carolina, traveling through North Carolina, or you're right here in North Carolina right now, feel free to stop in and check out our booths and all the fun treasures that we have. You just saw Madison, that's Miss Madison. She just jumped down from her little perch. She was watching the squirrels eat some seed this morning and the bunnies and the birds, and it's a beautiful day down here in North Carolina today. And all the animals are out enjoying the morning. What we love to do on this channel is we love to take you out hunting for treasures and shop along with us for the treasure hunt, and then we like to go over the haul. Today's video is a haul video from Steve and I. We went hunting this past Saturday. We didn't know if we were going to go out or not. I had a hair appointment midday. We had to get to the booths, do some pricing for items. Wasn't sure if we were going to go out, so we weren't committed to it. But we got up and we said, you know what, let's just run over to Donny's. Donny is someone who hosts a yard sale. He cleans out houses, and if the weather's decent, he'll host a yard sale out front of his house. And we always find great stuff there. So we kind of just went over there last minute and checked it out. It was the second day of the sale. He actually had been set up on Friday. We didn't know that, or I would have gone on Friday. And it was Saturday, it was mid-morning, and he was getting close to probably shutting down. But we still found some good treasures, so we'll get into it. And then on Sunday, we decided to get up and go to the flea market. Again, an unplanned thing, and we just decided to go ahead and do it. So let's get into it. Let's see what we found at Donnies Sale and at the flea market. This may be a little bit faster paced video than usual when I show items. I might just kind of fly through some of them because I have quite a few to go through, and I really kind of want to get through both the Donnies Sale and the flea market items so I can get them pushed into the booths this weekend. So one of the things we found at Donnies Sale, and we do find these occasionally, and I'm always excited that we can, is we found some albums. It is hard to find vintage rock albums. They're very highly sought after, and we did come across a set of Kiss albums at his sale. So really love the artwork on this album. Really think it's cool. Kiss Unmasked. And then there's this set of each member of the Kiss band put out an album. So, and when we were at the flea market, Steve always goes and looks. He's a collector of vintage music, and he has a huge collection. So he always goes to this one vendor at the flea market, and he had these particular albums there for $25 a piece. Now we're not going to sell these at $25. They aren't in the best condition, the actual album itself. Steve says that they're going to be fine, they'll play fine, but I like, you know, a nice clean album. So I'm going to put a really good price on these. I got them at a great price, and I'm going to put a good price on them. We probably will price these between $8 and $10 a piece, and they will not last long. Anybody that collects Kiss is going to, when they walk into our booth, is going to be ecstatic. Now, the other thing I came across, this was at the, so that was at Donnies Sale. This was at the flea market, and I learned from Primetime Treasure Hunter. I actually kind of was reminded because I kind of knew this already, but you know, you forget things when you get out there after a while, and it's nice to be reminded. Well, he does great videos. You should go and check them out on estate sales. And one of the things that he reminded me about in one of those videos was that don't pass on a good scrapbook. In those scrapbooks, you could find some really cool stuff. So let me show you the scrapbook I picked up. It was one of the most expensive items I paid for at the flea market. I really went back and forth on it, but then I remembered, you could do things with the things that are in the scrapbook and probably make all kinds of money from it. Okay, so here is the scrapbook. Now, first of all, the book itself is beautiful. I really do feel that once I remove the items that I want to resell out of this, the book itself will sell. I think it's really beautiful. Even just, you know, sitting on some, for decor purposes, sitting on a shelf in the background, it could actually be artwork. But inside of it, I've already pulled them out, were all of these postcards. And they are all from the, well, the artwork is from the early 1900s. I don't know when the postcards are actually from. I don't think they're dated. They could be from the early 1900s. I don't know. But I think they're really gorgeous. I already did a short video, so if you want to go watch that short video, you can actually see every one of these. I think they're beautiful. And what I've done here is, you can see I've got 2 in each one of these protectors. So I've lotted these up, and I'm going to sell them for $3 for 2. I think that's a great deal. It's only $1.50 a postcard. They're absolutely stunning. And I'm going to make back all of the money that I spent on this book. This book was $15, and I really went back and forth on whether I wanted to spend $15. I tried to get it for $10. She wouldn't move on that. So I said, well, if we throw in this, will you take $15? And she said yes. And this is a fabulous piece too. If you look right there, this is an antique piece. So absolutely love the graphics on this. I think it's fantastic. Steve loved this. So I feel like we got a really good deal. There's still a lot more in here. I'm not going to open it too much because I don't want things to fall out, but there are a lot of pieces in here that I can gently remove. The glue has dried, and I can gently remove these, and maybe you put them in I could put them in picture frames and sell the, be trying to sell the picture frame, but put these in the picture frame as artwork. So I really feel like we're going to do just fine with this. We're probably going to make quite a bit of money off from the items that were in there and be able to sell them at a great price. This was another piece that was in there, and I was really excited. This was inside that scrapbook. If you look right there, it is a Raleigh, it's a local area piece. So I'm doing some research on it. They're walkover shoes. So far what I know is that the walkover shoes were founded in 1874 by George E. Keith Company. Apparently, I believe from what I've looked at so far, they're still in business. These shoes are still being made, but this store, Walkover Boot Shop out of Raleigh, I'm still trying to find information on that, but I think it's great to have a local piece of ephemera that somebody might be interested in. If you're a regular viewer to the channel, you know a couple videos ago I said I would love to find some miniature dollhouse furniture. You just put it out there to the universe and it just shows up for you. I just think that's amazing how that happens. So at Donnies Sale, if you watched the video, you saw I came across a bin. It was full of miniatures. And again, I just took the whole bin, and I'm pretty excited about it. This little set I'm going to leave just as a set, and it's got that baby grand piano in there, which all these things function. Like the top does come up on that, and the place where you put your sheet music pops up. So it's pretty cool. The doors open on these items, and the drawers work. So there's one set. Here is another set. I really love this. I'd love to have that in life. I'd love to have that piece. Let me show you some of the other pieces. I'm not going to get into every single piece, but there was quite a few pieces in there. This is not going to be every single piece, but it's going to be quite a few of them. Look at this beautiful desk. Again, everything functions on it. Even these little things pull out to put the desk part down. Beautiful piece. Little rolling bar cart. These little things pop up. Here's a dresser. I got a couple of these. There's a couple dressers. Wouldn't it be fun to, if you're somebody who redoes furniture, to redo one of these little tiny pieces in the style that you do for other people, or on the pieces of furniture that you do. I have 2 of these. These are like a Lazy Susan table. I have 2 of those with 2 different style chairs. The first style is this style. And let me get you the other style. So 2 sets of those. I have 2 of these couches with this gingham pattern on it. So that's really cute. And look at it, even has like the detail on the back of the couch. Some patio furniture. Here is the table. I think this is fantastic. That's the table. And then these are like the little stools that go with the table. And I just love the detail on these. They're little stools that go with that table. There's a set of 4 stools. And here's a little rocker. Oh no. I hope it didn't break. Here's a little rocker that goes with that set. Let me check on that piece. The table survived. I also have 3 beds like this and a crib. Now these all say that they're made in China. I don't know how old they are. I think I looked up the sets, and I think they were like from late 80s, 90s maybe. So I think they are vintage, even though they are made in China. We've been getting stuff from China for a long time, so some things are still vintage, even though they're made in China. Okay, the other thing that I picked up at Donnies Sale was this great set of beautiful porcelain birds and a case that's like a mirrored case that had butterflies in it. So let's go through those real quickly. I'm not going to name off what each bird is because we just don't have time for it. I've got so much to go through that I really want to try getting through it. But I love birds. I love to feed the birds. Madison loves when I feed the birds because then she can sit over there on that little chair and watch them all day long. And these are just stunning. I cannot believe that they're in good condition. All these little delicate flowers and leaves. I think I found one that has a damaged one petal on a flower and one petal on a leaf, or one leaf is damaged. And I will price those accordingly and note that those are damaged. But it doesn't take away from the beauty of these birds. These birds are spectacular. So comment below. Tell me what your favorite bird is. I think these are absolutely beautiful. This is my mother's favorite bird, the bluebird. And this is a gorgeous piece. Absolutely love this. My favorite bird will have to be the owl. As you can see, I have a lot of owls in my home. I really love owls. And I would say that my next favorite would be a hawk. I really like hawks too. I like the big birds, but I really enjoy the little birds out back. All right, let me get the butterflies. They're gorgeous. Okay, butterflies. This is what caught my eye first. Then I saw the birds, but oh my goodness, these are just stunning. Stunningly beautiful. The birds were all handcrafted in Japan. These are all made in Taiwan. Beautiful bird. This one, or beautiful butterfly. This one is missing right there. That's broken off on this one. Again, I will price it accordingly. I will notate it, but it is the only butterfly that has damage thus far. Hopefully, I will not damage these when I'm pricing them and transporting them to the booths because they are delicate, extremely delicate, and hopefully won't get broken in the booth either as people, look at them and pull them out of the case to look at them and so on. That happens. It's just part of business. I don't have locked cases. I like people to be able to access the items, and I just take it as part of the business that sometimes, unfortunately, some items will disappear, and sometimes, unfortunately, some items get damaged. But I really just want people to be able to access everything. I get them at such a great price that I think, we can incorporate some of those losses into, doing business. Aren't these beautiful? I just love every single one of these. I'm gonna have a hard time giving them up, but I just can't keep everything. I just can't. So these are gorgeous. I will display them in this case. Let me show you the case. Also made in Taiwan. Try to get it, look, it needs a lot of cleaning. I need to really clean it up, but as you can see, it's just a beautiful case. And with all those butterflies in it, it's just stunning. This case is worth at least $30, so we'll at least put that price on it. It probably is a $50 case, but we'll put about $30 on it. Another fantastic piece that we found at Donnies Sale was this vintage camera. Absolutely love this. And I did look, this is the Polaroid model 95. What a great look this has as it pops out. I've got to play with it to get it back in. It does work. I have closed it and opened it, but I'm not going to sit here and do that on camera, but really great piece. Can't wait to put this in the booth. This is probably worth, we'll probably put 25 on it. It's probably worth a little bit more than that. I've seen some sell for 50 on eBay. I've seen them sell for, 25. So I think we're going to go on the lower end at 25 to move it and let somebody walk out with a great treasure. One of the things I do when I'm at Donnies Sale, because he has kind of like practical items, I found all of these. There's 1,000 of these in here, and these are great for us to use in our business, to protect items, ephemera piece items, cards, anything like that. Anytime I could pick something like that up at a yard sale or the bins or anything like that, or an estate sale, I do it. Also got some card stock so I can make tags, and I've got some smaller bag, a whole bunch of smaller bags for like jewelry. So that was a great find. Oh, this may end up having to be 2 videos. I don't know. I haven't even really got into the flea market items yet. So here's another piece I found at Donnies Sale. I just loved the look of it. It's simple. These are like little skewers for your olives or your fruit in your drinks. These are shakers for the drink, and then this is just a boat that it goes in for the look. I thought it had a great look. I think somebody will like it. We won't put a big price on it. I do think it might be vintage. I don't know. I don't see a maker's mark, but it has like felt on the bottom, and that kind of to me is an indication of a little bit of a more vintage piece, because I don't think you see felt on a lot of things these days. I found this beautiful piece of artwork. I love this. Love this piece. It is getting harder and harder for me to find artwork that I really love. I try to find pieces that are original and not prints, but though some prints are fantastic and I will pick up a good print, but it's just getting harder for me to find good artwork. So, and it sells consistently in our booth. Artwork is something we always put in our booths, and I always will because I love it. You know, my house, almost every single wall in our home, is like you can see behind us, is just full of collector pieces and artwork, and you know, just because I want to surround myself with things I love too. So you should do that in your home. Surround yourself with the things you love. Yeah, it's decided. This is going to be a 2 video if I can get it done. I have some plans for this weekend, and I want to get some of these items in the booth right away. I'll try to hold off on the flea market items and just push the items from Donnies Sale in the booth so that we can get another video out maybe next week. This video hopefully will probably be edited and ready to be out. You'll probably be seeing this like on Friday, I'm thinking maybe. All right, look at this piece. This was kind of like a little surprise. It was just this really, it's very small as you can see. Just this little wooden piece that had, you know, carved piece with a hinge. And I opened it up and I love religious pieces. I really love ones that have like a Florentine look, and I thought this was beautiful. So definitely grab that. All right, here are some smaller items I picked up. This doesn't say that it's sterling or anything, or that's a special stone, but I liked the look of it. Belt buckles are not a quick sale in our booth. I like to have them in there. They don't take up a lot of space, and we don't put a big price on them. These I thought were really interesting. Very cool piece of shears or scissors, and what I found out is these are Chinese embroidery or the bonsai tree shears that they use. Really nice. They're actually quite comfortable, and you can do like little work with them. I don't know, maybe I should keep these for myself. I've never come across a pair like that, and I think those are really cool. Here is a brass little piece that Steve picked up. Brass always sells in our booth. Does have a bow, kind of not, I don't really care for hearts and bows so much, but some people do, and it might go nice in their decor. It's just a little hook. I handed Steve a bag of these little, I call them like little novelty knives. He said, you know, they're nothing special. They could sell, but they just were nothing really special. But I loved the look of this one, so I picked this one up. I think this green handle is gorgeous on it, and I think because of that, it will sell. And this does look like it's brass there on the end, so I think it's kind of like got some good quality to it. What do you call this? A hawk bill? I don't know. Hawk bill, maybe because it looks like a hawk's bill. I don't know. But it's a little tiny knife, and I just thought the handle was really pretty on it. Oh, here's one more thing. This, we were trying to determine what it was. Donnie said, what is that? What is it? And we determined it is a candle snuffer, and it is brass. It has these little feet on it, so when it sits on the table, it sits on those feet. And that's how you snuff your candle. Really pretty design on those. This was another small piece that I picked up, and it says the People's Bank of New Bern, North Carolina. So if somebody's local to New Bern and they're collecting advertisement pieces, this would be a great piece. It is obviously an older piece, and it's just a little leather coin purse. Opens up, just a little leather coin purse. Very weathered, but that's okay. I think it's got a great look. That's why we're called the Weathered Fence Post. Now you saw me pick these up first when I first went to the sale, and I was pretty excited about them because I've never come across these before. These are just the little lamp posts that people would use. They would string them along and set them up maybe in their towns, their Christmas towns. They don't light up. They might just need a fuse, or maybe one of the lights are out. They're not in the best condition. I am really debating on what to do with these. I might sell them as is in a bag at a really discounted price and let somebody else handle trying to figure out, does it need a fuse, are there lights out? Or I might cut each one off and just sell them not lighted. What do you think? What do you think would be the best way to approach that? I mean, I don't have a lot into them, so I'm not real worried about it. I just think for, maybe the easy way to do it and to give somebody else an opportunity to maybe get them working is just to sell them in a bag as non-working, have fun investigating it. They're a cheap price. Same thing with these. These didn't light up. Every time I pick these up, I get excited thinking they're going to light up, and they don't. So, again, it could just be a fuse because this is the type of plug that requires a fuse. It could be one of the lights. So again, I could just sell these as is, or I could just pop off all these little pumpkins and put them in a big jar, like an apothecary jar, and just sell all the little cute pumpkins. I don't know. We'll see. Last thing, I gotta go. The last thing I picked up was a couple of books. Don't know if anybody would be interested in trying these out. This is how to make a beaded knitted bag. Really thought that was interesting if people are into crafting, and we do have that crafting section. This actually comes with a DVD. So we do have that crafting section at Antiques at Gresham Lake. Not a lot sells out of that section, but occasionally things do. So, and this is how to make a little beaded box. So picked up these two books. Let's see, how much were they new? $22. The books were $22. That is it for Donnies Sale. Everything that I showed you, I think that was everything. I don't think I'm missing anything. Everything that I showed you there, I paid $100 for. He always gives us a great deal. It always works out that we can put some really great stuff into our booth at a great price so that the person can walk out with a great big smile on their face and a cool treasure. All right, everybody, I hope that you get out there this week. Now, like I said, we've got a busy weekend ahead. My friend is coming down from Boone. I'm very excited to see her this weekend. We are going to go down to the coast for a day, enjoy some time down. So, hey, maybe the next video after this one will be a coastal video. I usually like to hunt for shark's teeth while we're down there. So maybe I'll take you out hunting for shark's teeth, and we'll just change it up a little bit, and it won't be items like this. It'll be something completely different that we're looking for. Either way, I hope that you enjoy your weekend, because like I said, I think this is probably going to be posted on Friday, so you're into the weekend. I hope you have a great weekend. Get out there, find yourself a treasure that puts a great big smile on your face. Support your local people. Those are the people that keep your economy going in your area. So get out there and support them and find yourself something that just, you can't live without. Everybody take good care.